Hi there, it's Hélène, and I want to bring you yet a brand new focus. I can't believe it's already been enough brand new focuses that we're in the double digits as far as how many I've done so far. This time it is a very, very tiny brand new focus because it has to do with only one palette and a revisit of a second palette that I don't think got enough love. So let's go with the eyeshadow palette first. So it is an eyeshadow palette that I have never used, that I got early this year, and it is the Masquerade. Now, why have I not used it? I like to, when I decide to use a palette, to use it. And I had a number of other palettes that I was doing the same thing with, and this one has just been waiting in the queue. And it's not because I can't give each one of my palettes attention, it's just that when I'm doing a brand new focus, I want to only use that palette or that set of palettes. So it is now the turn of the Masquerade. And this is what the inside looks like, so it's nice. There's a design inside as well. And then we have 16 shadows. And the colors on the top can be very intimidating, but if you just look at, just do this. Just cover the top, right? It is actually a palette that I would argue that most of us can use, whether we are color lovers or just neutral lovers. So I'm looking forward to challenging myself with the colorful shadows up above, and then to enjoy as well the looks, the nice looks that I know that I can easily create with the two bottom rows. A lot of these colors are quite complementary to me, and that will be great. I am just wondering how I'm going to do with majority of the top row, but that's what the whole discovery is. This palette was a very reasonable price, so I wasn't too worried about experimenting with colors that I wasn't sure that I would be able to wear. The whole Juvia's Place product line are very, very good. I don't know so far of anyone who's really poo-pooing the product all that much. And the quality is absolutely there. And this one gets mentioned a lot. And I think that it's because it has quite a range of colors. But still, you can tell that there's a color story for the colorful section and the more neutral section. And I also like, if I can go back into the palette for a second, I like the fact that there are quite a few mattes as well. I don't know if you can see the finish on all of these, but as far as mattes, as far as I can see, these three are mattes, and these two are mattes. So 5 mattes out of a 16 pan palette, I think is reasonable. Gosh, some of those shimmers are just gorgeous. I cannot wait to get into this one. Obviously, that one is a color that is right in my wheelhouse, but yeah, I think most of these I will really like. These to me in the colors are no-brainers. Probably this, yeah, these two for sure, probably this one, but I really want to stretch myself and see what I can do with those other ones up above. Now, if you are curious, this one is the mini Masquerade. There's also a gigantic Masquerade with the same 16 shades, but in much larger pans. So Juvia's Place is known for small pans and then really big pans, and very often the big pan palettes are 9 pan, but this one is also available with those big pans. I just didn't see the point of getting the big one because I could not see how I could possibly get through all of that product in the big pans. But if this is your jam and you want the big one, I don't blame you. All right, so what am I going to use along with that palette? I decided to use most of my rolling Project Pan and Project Pan Roulette items, but I would like to bring in some more lipsticks. So when I did the Anastasia Beverly Hills focus, I ended up giving my glosses and my liquid lip a lot more attention than this palette. And what I'm talking about when I say this palette is this palette. It is a 18. Now this throws me off. The number down here says 13 and it's on the bottom right, so I keep thinking that that's the number of the total number of lipsticks, but it's not. There are 18 lipsticks in here, but I would not consider them all lipsticks that I would use. So for example, this one maybe, but these two guys I consider, and the white, unless I'm trying to lighten one of these colors, they're just not going to be, sorry, these two, this one and this one, they're just not going to be colors that I would consider as, oh yeah, I'm gonna wear a bright blue today. It would be fine, it's just not something that I would do. I may try to mix a little bit, but for the most part, all I want to do is use, you can see a dip in each one's of the ones that I already have used, so it's pretty clear which ones I haven't. I just want to put a dip into the ones that I haven't tried yet, and because fall is coming around, I feel like I can use a lot of those darker colors. When the Focus on Anastasia came around, it was more summertime, and so I wanted to wear lighter colors, and that's why I wore the gloss and I wore the Pure Hollywood, which is another color that I had, because they just felt more summery like. So I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm already seeing a lot of complementary colors to what's in the Juvia's place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 colors right now. So a lot to try. And if you've noticed the dips in the pan, the reason I have those dips is I want to be able to use these colors on other people, and I don't want to put my lipstick gooblies into the pan. So I take the spatula that comes with this palette, put it onto the little plate that comes with it, and this little metal palette, and I use that with a lip brush to apply the lipstick on my lips so that I can keep this palette intact so that I can use it with other people. Part of the reason I got this palette, apart from the fact that it was 50% off, was because these primary colors, I've mentioned a few times in different videos that I like Halloween makeup, and I know that those primary colors can be super when it comes to doing a couple of special effects type things. And of course there's a white and a black too. I mean, it's perfect for that time of creativity in the year that is Halloween. And when I look at the colors, I mentioned that I saw some really good combinations. Let me just bring the palette and the lipstick palette together for a second. So if we take a look at, there's fuchsia, and it's going to go well with the pinks and purple. A lot of nice light nude colors. I can definitely see these guys being great complements to Above, as well as this one. So I think that it's going to be a good complement and a good way of giving that lip palette the fair look that it merits. And also I'm probably going to end up finding some favorites in here as well. So yeah, that's my plan. And like I said, the other products I won't focus on. Those will just be my rolling project pan stuff. And Project Pen Roulette, and I think this will be fun, and it's also a way for me to give myself some more time for a second round of You Choose. So before doing the Ciate and ColourPop, I ended up putting forward, I think, 7 options for You Choose my brand new focus. Well, I'm going to do it again. I think it was Fantasia Bliss 123 is the one who ended up wading in and saying, hey, could you do the Ciate ColourPop? I have. Thank you for the suggestion, and I'm opening up again. So if you want to take a look at the options that I have for brands that I want to try, please leave a comment down below and tell me which one you would like me to do next. While you're selecting, I am going to keep playing around with those 2 that I just showed you, with the brand new focus, of course, being primarily on Juvia's Place, since I've never tried that product, or anything from that line, I should say. So please put in down below your top choice, or if you have preferences 1, 2, 3, give me those in order of preference, and I will tally up. If I've got more than just a few, I will tally up what the options are and come back to you introducing the brand new focus based on what was most requested. So that is it. I will have all of the options rolling right after I am done talking. So take a look and yeah, make your selection. Okay, so the first one is drugstore product, a L'Oreal Cheek palette, and I have 3 NYX lipsticks and a set of Joe Fresh makeup to try, a couple of nail lacquers and a toner and a couple of lip products. I also have some other new, not yet used Joe Fresh products that I picked up in a previous outing. So let's just call that whole ensemble drugstore. Next up are either barely used or brand new to me Too Faced products, and in there you will see, I'll just focus on the ones that I have barely used yet or not used. I've got the Hangover Primer glitters. I've only used one of those. The Sex on the Peach collection that I have not cracked into, and the Chocolate Bar palette. Going over to Urban Decay, 4 eyeshadow singles from Urban Decay that I have not tried yet. Those are in that big purple box. 3 of those 24/7 liners, some the 5-pack of Urban Decay mini lipsticks, mini Vice lipstick, that was the holiday kit. The infamous Electric palette. I also want to give the Naked Skin another go. I didn't use it, I think, enough last time. It just didn't seem to suit my skin tone all that well, but I want to see if it might be user error, so I'd like to try it again. I'm not sure if it's Nagel or Nagel. It's a 5 lipstick lip palette that I would like to try. And also a number of new Vice lipsticks and a special lip effect in Fever, as well as some of the eye glitter liner type of products. So that is another option. A Natasha Denona holiday palette that I have not yet cracked into, as well as some NARS products. I have a NARS blush, a NARS bronzer, quite a few NARS lipsticks, and into that mix I was also going to throw in the nude sticks to try. The Sephora brand products that I have not used in a while, and I thought it might be nice to dig back into those products, and so you'll see quite a few in here, from lipsticks to lippies to glosses, some powder and cream blushes, and some highlighters, bronzers, single eyeshadows, and 3 palettes as well. A bunch of new Smashbox products, from powders to stick foundation that I would like to get into, as well as a couple of new primers. So definitely Smashbox is one brand where I have a significant number of new products, and also quite a few from Cover FX, including highlighters, including the full set of 6 shimmer veils, and also some of the multi-use highlighting sticks for eyes, cheeks, and lips, and so quite a few of those. So those were the options. I hope you are making your selection. If you have any questions or comments, of course, please leave those down below along with your selection. And I look forward to the feedback, as always, on this video, on the options, on anything else you want to talk about regarding this channel, and I look forward to seeing you next time. But for now, take care.